Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested.
Kreia teaches us that it's our interactions, struggles, and overall experiences that make us stronger, and that it's isolation that weakens us.
It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us.
Isolation from others, isolation from hardships and challenges. She teaches that when you succeed in your struggle, you will come out the other end stronger than you were before.
And when they triumph, they will be even stronger for the victory.
The idea is that struggle forces you to learn, innovate, and/or improve in some way to overcome the challenge. Take something as simple as playing a video game. I've been playing XCOM 2 again after a long time away. The more I play, the more I encounter different adversaries, and the more difficult situations I find myself in, the less mistakes I make, because I learned from my previous encounters. Strength, like power, is a spectrum, and it also comes in many forms. It's not limited to physical strength.
We shall see if prey can become a predator. Her breaking shall be flesh and bone, or it shall be inside. If she survives, she will become stronger for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very different episode of Kreia's Conundrums, as it is much more personal in nature. I was actually producing another episode with a different topic, and I just happen to have many ideas for episodes now, but some news came to my attention that forced my hand. To make a long story short, formal education has never been a particularly strong suit of mine, but I've been trying to earn a bachelor's degree. So far regarding my graduation assignment, I have mostly failure to show for myself, and I only have myself to blame. Now, this year in September, I will officially be cut off in terms of financial support. This means that it is now officially past the do or die situation. This is what I was referring to in Static episode number 25, when I said that I received news that could potentially bring an end to this channel. For some time now, I've been making these videos discussing Kreia and her philosophies. It seems I'm now in a rather appropriate position to test one of her ideas, the one I opened this video with, and the one I had a slight disagreement with. Due to her use of the word when instead of if, I argued that the outcome of success is not a guarantee, and as such, if an individual survives their challenge, even if they fail, if they're still alive, they'll be stronger having gone through the experience. However, some situations demand success if you are to survive. Is this one of those situations? I would say probably not. Although knowing the dark places my mind can take me, I can't be sure. But this channel most likely couldn't continue. Essentially, everyone gives their lives towards some kind of pursuit. Ever since the day I first discovered video games, staying at my great-aunt's house, Mama Nina, I'd visit a neighbor who had a Nintendo Entertainment System, and we'd play Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. There's no other way to describe it. I fell in love. And ever since then, I've wanted to dedicate my life towards this medium, no matter the capacity. But we all have to use the strengths we have. I may not be a talented individual, and I'm not a philosopher by any means, but I will concede to my viewers' assessment that I possess a philosophical mind. I don't want to let this go. I love video games, and I love making these videos. So now, in order to protect all this, it's time to face this challenge and truly test Kreia's ideas. Step 1 is thinking of a solution. I'm not sure I have one yet, and I won't really know if it's a solution until it's implemented. Contrary to my desires, I'm going to have to monetize my videos more heavily. I'll have to actually advertise my social media and donation portals, which can be found in the description box of every one of my videos, by the way. I will have to brainstorm some valuable rewards for a Patreon page or through YouTube's own membership feature, or both. I would have to stream more, which is alright because thank goodness I'm really enjoying that now. I would like to become a Twitch affiliate, but I still need to qualify. I suspect achieving an average viewer count of at least 3 for 30 days is the most difficult requirement of the list. So if you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, I would very much appreciate it. As far as I can tell, Twitch rules don't prevent me from encouraging people to dual watch my streams from both YouTube and Twitch. So that's a cheap and easy way you can help me out if you can. Hopefully one day we can get KOTOR 2 to show up closer to the top of Twitch's directory page. Barring all of that, I may have to give this up entirely and try my best to find some formal work, something else I do not excel at. It took me 2 years to finally land an internship position, and even then, it wasn't exactly a positive experience. The greatest lesson I learned was that I never wanted to do that again. I'm obviously not expecting to make ends meet from a singular source. I may also be able to find some more external support, but like Kreia, I think reliance is dangerous. But I have to do what I have to do. If all these combined work out well enough, I might be able to make do with a part-time job, and perhaps still have time left over for this pursuit. No matter what, this is not the time to give up. I say that knowing that sometimes, no matter how hard you try, it's not good enough. In which case, all I can really hope for is for my work here to be remembered. Remember that the first Kreia's Conundrums came about due to one of my own viewers. I didn't believe in myself until I got that little push.
Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is.
One email that created an echo that led me to telling you to never think of yourself as worthless, because it's not true. A lesson I, admittedly, still struggle with at times. Remember, don't hold on to power for power's sake. Your life is the most valuable thing you will ever possess. Remember to be aware of your surroundings and of the consequences your actions can have. You have incredible power when you use your senses. Remember to not get too attached to titles. A title and how someone actually behaves are two different things. Remember to be a human being and be honest about what that means. Acknowledge both the positives and the negatives of humanity. Remember that it isn't a sin to disagree with someone, even if it's someone you look up to. Remember that sometimes it's best not to get involved, to do nothing at all. It isn't apathy if that is a conscious, calculated decision. Remember to strive to unapologetically be who you are. Don't be an echo of someone else's words. First, make sure that you truly believe in them. Remember, no regrets. Stand by your decisions, even if they were horrible mistakes. Admit it if it was, but don't wallow in remorse. For better or for worse, your decisions have made you the person you are today. Strengths and weaknesses both. Remember that just like power, don't try to hold on to balance for the sake of it. Especially if you're just trying to adhere to someone else's idea of balance in order to maintain some title like centrism. The title itself is meaningless. It's about what you believe. Remember that everything that you do is because of you, not the tools you use. A weapon is an inanimate object. How it's used and what can be accomplished by using it is up to the individual. Remember that power can be found within the individual. Power can even be found within an object, like a weapon. But power can also come from the collective. Remember that all of your emotions are perfectly normal human feelings, and they are all very important. Love, happiness, sadness, and yes, even hatred. And remember that power doesn't always come inherently as a talent. Skills are abilities that can be learned, which in itself is a measure of power, and can serve to augment whatever talents you may have. I don't know why I'm adding this in. I guess it's just because it's something I've been wanting to express ever since I first heard it, and I never had the opportunity. I never told anybody, not even the one person that probably should know, since it kinda involves him. Sometimes on my particularly bad days, I feel like my life will eventually mirror that of a song called Happy Returns by Steven Wilson, my favorite musical artist. It's amazing how this musician seemingly makes songs as if he knows me personally, and yet we've never met. Hey brother, happy returns. It's been a while now. I bet you thought that I was dead. But I'm still here. Nothing has changed. Hey brother, I'd love to tell you I've been busy, but that would be a lie. Because the truth is, the years just pass like trains. I wave, but they don't slow down. Hey brother, I see the freaks and dispossessed on day release, avoiding the police. I feel I'm falling once again, but now there's no one left to catch me. Hey brother, I feel I'm living in parentheses, and I got trouble with the bills. Do the kids remember me? Well, I got gifts for them, and for you, more sorrow. But I'm feeling kinda drowsy now, so I'll finish this tomorrow. I know that this may have started feeling like a goodbye letter, but it isn't. Maybe I won't be able to upload much. Maybe I won't be able to upload at all anymore. Even if that's the case, I really hope that other people come along to discuss Kreia. Her character is too important to the development of video games to be forgotten, and I think her words deserve to be heard. But whatever happens from this point on is up to us, me and you. I am not about to give up without a fight, but I'm only one hand, so to speak. You watching this right now, you guys are the other hand. And we're gonna need both if we're going to realize this goal of bringing Kreia, her words, KOTOR 2 and other games like it to a broader audience. When I informed my brother of the situation, he actually echoed Kreia, telling me that it'll be beneficial for me to get through this, even though he's never played KOTOR 2. It's because that, much like Revan, he learned these same things just from his experiences.
And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings.
So at this moment, I believe it's true, and my own brother's empirical evidence carries a lot of weight with me. People will struggle, and they will grow due to what they had to do or learn from that struggle.
The struggle to feed, to take, to mate, to fight. It is the way of things.
But this hinges on a person's will to live. Without that will, they would simply allow the struggle to crush them. Well, I'm not ready to go to my grave just yet. I'm anxious to see the strengths I can gain from this ordeal. Let's get to work.